before. I was wondering if that Varus might be flexed up towards the top side. Instead, it's going to be Noah on the Varus. Oscar taking the Camille into K'Sante matchup that we saw him win. I believe it was against 369. Loses the Q3, has popped the Ghost, and that's all that will happen there. Jun has the Eclipse, will tank up Mickey. The passive from Yike doing a lot of work, but Mickey's tanking the tower, and with the Ignite it will be enough. Jun's still alive, Hans Summer, if you want to, you die! Jun able to walk away. Yike still has the flash, will he go for it? The answer's yes. Noah has a flash, will he chase?
Sure as to where the brand is right now.
Broken Blade slowed with the tactical assault. They'll look for more, the sweep comes in. Hex Splash knocked back, Bramble Smash coming out. Yike's here to join the party, the Pathmaker finds two. And Brand can do a lot of work with his passive in this sort of situation. Mickey, the sapling! The sapling! It looks so cute, but it brings death. Fnatic able to walk away, the Zenith Blade back in, Jun's not done yet today! A tactical sweep is a tactical death for Yike, and now Broken Blade is left alone against three. Oscar low, he survives just somehow! Clinging onto the precipice of life, Fnatic find three in the top lane.
How did Fnatic bring them back from the edge? The health bars were blinking, but blinking you miss it, and it might be Humanoid though who has to pay the price.
Shattering Strike coming out, that's crash down as well, he's slided in underneath the tower. I don't think Humanoid survives this one, almost gets caps.
To overextend, he thinks that with the HP bars, his cooldowns coming off, that they can get something back at least. But the very tip of the Zenith Blade connects, the CC connects, and it is Fnatic that in the extended trade find three.
There's no passive ring for Yike. But
meanwhile, Noah has to cleanse flash away, and Mickey's still on the chase on Summer. Puts spear after spear into his back, and Noah invests the ultimate with the wave shoved in. Looks like they won't get too much more. Mickey's staying under the tower, that's the aftershock. They'll wait for that to go off, and then they can just go in for the engage. He's not back with a Bramble Smash, and even with the crash down, the fate's call just in time to pull him out of dodge. He dashes back in onto Humanoid. Mickey survived him for so long, but he has to flash away, and even that won't save him today. A double for Humanoid. Caps will clean up the pieces, but it's janitor duty for the Azir.
Can just help out in case G2 trying to turn a dragon into a bot dive, but I defend the tower, but G2 going to be happy with that continued objective control. Everyone on Fnatic just kind of window shopping here as they start to move to try and defend top turret.
Kalista in mid, and now the Brand is hovering bot against a flashless Oscar.
Caps is waiting in around the corner, dashes in, Oscar down to a third HP, Mickey look for the chase, Pyroclasm, flash seer, and that's a well done stake if I've ever seen it.
Even able to sneak out on the top side. Fnatic were thinking of trying to set up for a dive, but he just hid in the bush. Now teleporting back in, the ultimate already committed though.
Dangerous. Broken Blade still has the all-out. Pathmaker coming out, Humanoid taking the tower first. Now Razork has that joy. Shield of Daybreak going in, and Broken Blade still able to dash the solar flare. The power of the sun was what was needed.
They're not in a position to contest the Herald.
Tiny thing that I really like from Mickey there. He steps forward, takes tower aggro to get two mites to spawn, which then means Caps can step forward and attack the tower a couple of times when the mites are tanking it up. Still don't get the tower, they still have to wait for the next wave, but it was close, and they might have been able to get it one wave faster, which would have allowed Caps to be out on the map a little bit quicker. Instead, Fnatic go out on the map first, they'll get the Drake, their first of the game.
But it's those couple of seconds for these resets so they can try and take mid lane turn. With all four members here, Fnatic have now reset. Broken Blade on the way as well.
They just got solar flare, chain of corruption, Caps where you gotta go! He tags the tower too long, and then with the twisted advance in! Hans Summer next on the menu! Oscar in looking for a little bit more, he dashes in onto Mickey, Hexagol made puts down. Jun looking for the chase as well, the Zenith Blade will follow Mickey! And I'm not sure you escape the power of the piercing arrow, the all-out from Broken Blade! Takes Oscar in for a ride, but he doesn't really care about that, dives back across to safety. Fnatic once again find three.
And that was just perfect timing for Fnatic. G2 thought they'd catch Fnatic in a reset and they could all group up on that mid lane.
Caps almost on his way to that Rabadon's TP behind him. It's a long way behind as Caps has already put up the Sun Disc. Nature's Grass coming out from Fnatic, so they want to look to take this fight. Mickey rooted, Yike and Caps able to avoid it. TP coming in. Hansama. I'm not sure you're meant to be there, but they use him as the engage tool as the rest of G2 dive in. Mickey on the back line, knocked back with a Nature's Cross. Jun taking up the rest of G2 to the top side, and somehow Hansama dashing in is everything that G2 wanted. Fnatic thought they could collapse, but in the end, they're the ones flashing for their lives.
It was a split fight from Fnatic. Everyone tried to jump on Hansama, but it meant that Noah was overextended.
Broken Blade.
Looks for Broken Blade. We can cheer Fnatic, it seems. They're looking for this fight here. And trying to get the mid lane prio. Oscar in and does have to flash. He's going to have to use it, but the Emperor's Divide will knock him back. And perhaps not fighting was the right choice. Solar play used by Jun in the mid lane as well as he Chain of Corruption hits onto Hansama just about with the Pillar of Flame coming down onto Jun and the Shattering Strike to follow it up. G2 find 2. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Humanoid continues to push in, but can G2 look for more? Can they go towards the Baron? Doesn't seem like it.
Fnatic testing G2 and they just don't need to. Oscar, I mean, what was he looking for there with the trade against Broken Blade? He knows that he doesn't control the river. Now, a TP flank response from Fnatic.
The problem is, he's seen. Like, Humanoid is entirely on vision here. Hex flash across the wall. Humanoid is now stuck between Caps and the rest of G2. Noah coming in as well, but no Chain of Corruption for him. Makes it very difficult. Dodge away from the Magnus Storm. Noah taking the Sunders. And Fnatic are just diving in. Caps will get 2. He'll be answered by 1 from...
And now it's 10 to 11. All across the map, Fnatic falling prey to silly mistakes.
Forward, eats the sapling, dashes away. Oscar winning in the bottom side. Not winning this matchup as aggressively as he'd like, and with Yike coming across, Oscar winning dives onto him, but he's stunned with the Seer, and the blaze is ticking. The ultimatum is...
G2 poised to punish these oversteps, set their sights on the mid-tier 1.
TP into the mid lane. Broken Blade has that flank position and has the all out as well. Noah has to flash away. The 4-man Magnet Storm from Mickey is answered with an Emperor's Divide from Caps. 1-for-1 so far in the exchange. Broken Blade low. Jun trying to tank as he gets back to the safety of the turret. Caps hit with a missile from absolutely Narnia. And Humanoid dashes in for more, but can he trade against Hansama? Hans flashes and gets it with the red buff. Mickey is there, Yike in the pit. Razzle look for anything. Fnatic might just look for the fight. The Baron down to 2,000 should be secured by Yike. It is. Jun on that front line. The Pyroclasm dancing around the Solar Flare. Dodged by Broken Blade. Mickey goes in with a Magnus Storm, but this time he doesn't hit anyone. Down towards the bottom side. A Seer stun hits. And we'll see Oscar in it falling as well.
And now they set their sights on the mid-tier 2. All tier 2 towers will fall. G2 cement
into setting up for that Magnet Storm, but it looks like Fnatic, once bitten, twice shy.
So far is no, but Fnatic are looking for him. They're looking for him, and the answer swiftly turns to yes. Mickey down, Fnatic with...
Here's the TP for that matter.
Second TP as well, coming out from G2, Mickling for that flank. Jun trying to get to the blast cone. Caps goes in onto Oscar in, and how long will he wait before he hookshot wall dives? The Magnus Storm hits onto 2. Noah trying to join the fray. Nature's Guards coming out. Humanoid already low. The cleanse coming out onto him, and look at the damage being answered back. The Blaze doing so much work, but so far it's a 2-for-2, and Caps and Hansama still have full HP to run down. 3 of this best of 5. It's been intense, it's been back and forth. Mickey looking for that engage, no flash for him, but the Magnus Storm as Caps dives in onto Humanoid. The Sun Disc comes down, Zenith play it, there's the Magnus Storm, but it's only onto Oscar and that's enough for G2, they find 1. Razzle chunked down towards the bottom side, Noah looking for the Chain of Corruption, he's stunned with the Seer! And I thought I liked it rare, but G2 won this fight, well done! They're dominating! They clear up 4 of Fnatic, only Jun stands in their way.
The Azir play into the Seer play into the end of the game for G2. They will march on down after controlling everything Fnatic attempted to throw at them.
Disconnected from Fnatic. They couldn't make the initiation work. They could not find an angle, and G2 shut them down. They will look to take us to match point.
The G2 army loud in voice, they know one more the call. For the men in black, the question is, can the white and orange stand in their way? G2 1 away from an LEC